Hi, and welcome back to the Ben Show. Sorry about that other video. I was doing the video and it got cut short. We started off with page 7. Um, the problem was there just weren't that many demigods out there. A brother and a sister, he said. They're 10 and 12. I don't know their parentage, but they're strong. We're running out of time, though. I need help. Monsters? One, Grover looked nervously. He suspects. I don't think he's positive yet, but this is the last day of term. I'm sure he won't let them leave campus without finding out. It may be our last chance. Every time I try to get close to him, he's always there blocking me. I don't know what to do. Grover looked at Celia desperately. I tried not to feel upset by that. It used to be Grover looked to me for answers, but Celia had Centauri. Not just because her dad was Zeus. Celia had more experience than any of us with fending off monsters in the real world. Right, she said. These half-bloods are at the dance. Grover nodded. Then let's dance, Celia said. Who's the monster? Grover said, and looked around nervously. You just met him. The vice principal, Dr. Thorne. Weird thing about military schools, the kids go absolutely nuts when there's a special event and they get to be out of uniform. I guess it's because everything's so strict the rest of the time. They feel like they've got to overcompensate or something. There were black and red balloons all over the gym floor, and guys were kicking them in each other's face or trying to strangle each other with the creepy paper streamers taped to the walls. Girls moved around in football huddles the way they always do, wearing lots of makeup and spaghetti straps tops and brightly colored pants and shoes that looked like torture devices. Every once in a while they surrounded some poor guy like a pack of piranhas, shrieking and giggling. And when they finally moved on, the guy would have ribbons in his hair and a bunch of lipstick gratified all over his face. Some of the older guys looked more like me, uncomfortable, hanging at the edges of the gym and trying to hide. Like any minute they might have to fight for their lives. Of course, in my case, it was true. There they are, Grover nodded toward a couple of younger kids arguing in the bleachers. Veronica and Nico D'Angelo. The girl wore a floppy green cap, like she was trying to hide her face. The boy was obviously her little brother. They both had dark silky hair and olive skin, and they used their hands a lot as they talked. The boy was shuffling some kind of trading cards. His sister seemed to be scolding him about something. She kept looking around like she sensed something was wrong. Annabeth said, I mean, have you told them? Grover shook his head. You know how it is. That could put them in more danger. Once they realize who they are, their scent becomes stronger. He looked at me and I nodded. I never really understood what half-bloods smelled like to monsters and strayers, but I knew that your scent could get you killed, and the more powerful demigod you became, the more you smelled like a monster's lunch. So let's grab them and get out of here, I said. I started forward, but Celia put her hand on my shoulder. The vice principal, Dr. Thorne, had slipped out of the doorway near the bleachers and was standing near the D'Angelo siblings. He nodded coldly in our direction. His blue eyes seemed to glow. Judging from his expression, I guessed Thorn hadn't been fooled by Athalia's trick in the mist after all. He he suspected who we were. He was just waiting to see why why we were here. Don't look at the kids, Celia ordered. We have to wait for a chance to get him. We need to pretend we're not interested in them. We need to pretend we're not interested in them. Throw him off the scent. How? We're 3 powerful house floods. Our presence should confuse them. Mingle. Act natural. Do some dancing. But keep an eye on those kids. Dancing, Annabeth has. Celia nodded. She cocked her ear to the music and made a face. Ugh. Who chooses the Jesse McCartney? Grover looked hurt. I did. Oh my God, Grover, that is so lame. Can't you play like Green Day or something? Green who? Never mind, let's dance. But I can't dance. You can if I'm leading. Celia said, come on, goat boy. Grover yelped, and Celia grabbed his hand and led him onto the dance floor. Annabeth smiled. What? I asked. Nothing, it's just cool to have Celia back. Annabeth had grown taller than me last summer, which I found kind of disturbing. She used to wear no jewelry except for her Camp Half-Blood bead necklace. But now she wore a little silver earring shaped like owls, the symbol of her mother, Athena. She pulled off her ski cap, and her long blonde hair tumbled down her shoulders. It made her look older for some reason. So I tried to think of something to say. Act natural, had told us. When you're a half-blood on a dangerous mission, what the heck is natural? I'm designing any good buildings lately. Yeah,